What I like is I think we're going to have to try and get Sarah towards the screen to put the headphones in. And actually, Yari, we haven't planned how we introduce SARA MÖRK, who we're working with today or meeting today.
Oh my God. Yes. Uh, should we ask her? Wait, no. We should do it.
Well, I
I know.
think it's coming clear. It'll become clear who Sarah is. But we're very privileged to be welcoming Sarah into our podcast. I think people who are watching will be able to see you, Sarah, already for the last 3 minutes and your name written on the screen. But do you want to start, Yari, with the first question?
Yeah. Sarah.
Yes.
What it's about yesterday. We wonder, how did you wake up yesterday? What did it feel like?
I had a wonderful waking up yesterday. I woke up at my sister's house and I woke up by the noise of her playing with her baby.
Oh, wow.
Which was lovely. And the first thing I did was pick up my phone, which I try not to do, but I did. And I had a text message from my colleague, Teresia.
A dance colleague?
And that reminded me, sorry?
A dance colleague?
A dance colleague that I do consent practice with, or consent practices in dance with. And that reminded me to check my email. And I got some great news in an email. So I woke up really, really happy.
Yes, so there's two moments here, right? So you have, sorry for interrupting. You didn't have an alarm on, I suppose. The baby was a little bit of an alarm.
Yeah, he usually is.
And what kind of noises were you hearing? Was it laughing or was it crying?
He is finding his voice, so he's shouting a lot. So what I woke up to, are you ready, was ow, ow, ow. It's his new thing in the morning where he's playing and he yells or shouts.
That is so beautiful. And
yeah.
Do you remember if you were dreaming before or?
I was dreaming. I dreamt about turtles. That's also something I try to do, write down my dreams when I wake up.
But not today.
Not today. Today I actually didn't. I didn't remember any dreams from today or from.
Oh, yesterday, I guess. I said today. So then you were in the email. So what was this great news?
I received a grant for traveling to Iceland.
Oh no!
The NoFOD conference.
Oh wow!
So now I can afford to go, or actually to present at the conference, but still.
And so NoFOD, for those listening, it stands for the Nordic something of research.
For Dance Research.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah.
Yes.
And will you see our mutual friend in Iceland, Mary?
No, because she moved to Berlin.
Oh.
But she might help me find a place to stay still, because now I have a grant for the traveling expenses,
Right.
but I still need some place to live when I'm there. So if I don't receive more grants, then I'll have to find a couch or extra mattress
But
to
this is
stay in.
amazing. So you're working up with this very visceral sounds from this baby, and then you're immediately into the dance world. Your work
Yeah.
has started from like,
Yeah.
what time is this?
8:35. And I only remember that it was 8:35 because that's when I opened the email to,
Right.
to receive the good news. If it would have been a bad news, I maybe would have gone back to sleep for another hour or so.
But what's about the colleague? You got an SMS from a colleague, right? Was that also good
Yes.
news, or was more like maintenance daily connection?
She texted me that she did not receive money from the same grant, and that reminded me I have to go check my email and see if see if I did. Because if she got word, then maybe I got word, and it worked out in my favor. So I'm really happy.
And it was for the same conference. It's for No Fraud as well.
Yes, we're presenting our workshop that we do together at the conference. So that's why.
Can you tell us what the workshop is? Or is it a secret?
A proposal for consent in a Fika Wonderland ceremony. So
in a what ceremony?
In a Fika Wonderland ceremony.
Aha, Fika, as in the coffee and cake.
Yes,
coffee breaks, Swedish coffee break.
Yeah, we're using Swedish culture as a way of getting into consent practices.
Right.
And how to create space for consent within rooms containing body-to-body work.
And I want to ask exactly what that is. Like, I want to take the workshop. I'm so intrigued.
Come take the workshop.
Yeah, come to Iceland. But I also don't want you to do your whole workshop here, of course. But could you give us maybe?
Oh, I can't.
Could you give us some taste of what kind of things come up, or is it? Have you to still develop it? Have you been working with consent a lot, or?
I wrote my thesis about consent practices within dance teaching at upper secondary school, and she has been working with consent, but within the school system in a different way and through RFSL and RFSU. But we're approaching it from a broader perspective than sexual consent. So it's basically, how do we get along or negotiate contact without words or with words, and how does it manifest in spaces that are dance coded. But we've been doing this workshop in different formats, both at UniArts, or the University of Arts in Stockholm, and for Lundevads folkhögskola. Then it was not just dancers, it was all kinds of students, almost 100 of them in the same workshop. That was a lot of people to do this with at once, but it was very exciting. And the performance was amazing, because it ends up as like we do like sections and then we put them together, so it becomes a performance, whether they want to or not. But they can always opt out. That's the beautiful thing. Like, they always have space to say no to things, and that's the core of it all, I think.
It's funny, I think a few weeks ago, me and you, Yari, were talking about invitation and consent and agreement.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
one of
feel you're more complex. Sorry, Yari, say.
no, no, I just meant from one of his Peter's workshop. So you two have some workshop in common about it.
Yeah.
But my workshop is not well researched. It's just me asking a question and then trying to answer it in a workshop context. Nice. Okay, so do you get out of bed straight away, or if we go this slow,
Usually I don't.
we won't get through the whole day. No.
Yeah.
Should-
Usually I stay in bed for a bit, but I got so excited. I was like, and then ran downstairs and said, "Hello, little baby." And I played with him, and then I was like, I need to tell everyone the good news. So I did that, and then I had breakfast and cuddled with the baby. And then my sister and her boyfriend needed to go and get a vaccine. So I took care of the baby for a bit and went on a stroller walk, put him in the stroller, and then he fell asleep on the way.
This time you're spending with the baby, is it quite physical? Are you up and ready and already working with your body in a way?
Yes.
Because I mean, children
there's
are.
A lot of there's a lot of crawling and a lot of lifting, and then also we sing and dance a lot. So we usually do that really early. Like after I've eaten, then we put on some music and we do some dancing.
And you did this yesterday, or was yesterday different? Yesterday
was different. He just learned how to walk, but he can't walk by himself, so I have to hold him and walk. So I've during these 2 months that he's been up on his feet, I've developed ischias because I'm walking with him bent over so much. So I'm training my hamstrings extra, and it does not help because he's always a step ahead of me anyway.
Yeah,
asking me for more. Yeah. And
when
I also do a lot of crawling.
When we were making this last time, consent with babies was becoming really fashionable. Have you thought about this at all? Consent with pre-verbal people, I guess.
Yes, I think about it a lot because I think since my mind is so wrapped up in it already, it doesn't really go away. Yeah. So every time I approach a child or a person, it's always there. And now that I'm so close with this child, it also, I get reminded all the time. But he is really expressive with what he wants and what he doesn't want. And so the most important part for me is to just listen and respect his boundaries. And it becomes super clear to me when someone doesn't. And that's more like...
So is your time this morning kind of like dictated by him, if you're listening and following?
Yeah, that's the thing. The baby is the boss. Yeah. And sometimes, of course, he needs to do things that he doesn't want to, like fall asleep or change clothes and stuff.
And what did you eat?
Because
you did eat, right?
Yes, I had crisp bread, like knäckebröd, with krasse and
yeah, like watercress. Is this a normal morning breakfast or?
Yeah, either that or oatmeal is my go-to. Or
And
eggs.
because you're at your sister's, so are you there often?
I'm there 2 to 3 days a week because I work close to where she lives. And that's a blessing because I get to see the baby every week.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you working that day? No.
No. I was supposed to do a pedagogical research workshop with another colleague of mine for a summer course for children, but it got moved to next Tuesday. But I still did some pedagogical research by myself because I couldn't resist. I was so excited.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But have we got to that yet? Where are you now in the day?
Now we're at around 10:30 after my stroller walk. Because I went after breakfast, I got to take care of him by myself for a bit. He fell asleep, and then when they came home, I took a shower, and then I went to the studio to do some research for.
Oh, you did?
For this summer course. Yeah, by myself because I couldn't resist. I had prepared for it and I was so excited, so I couldn't wait.
And so this is the studio you work at normally?
Actually, it's not. We're supposed to do it at the studio that I work at usually. But 10 years ago, or more than over 10 years ago, I worked in Mora at Kulturskolan. So I called them and asked if their studio were booked, and it wasn't. So I just went and borrowed their studio instead.
Wow.
Which is beautiful with small towns because you don't really have to do a lot of booking and calling and anything. You just show up, and then if it's free, it's yours.
So this studio has like a lot of memories for you?
It does. It's also located in my old high school. So they rebuilt it to Kulturskola after I graduated.
Wow. I want to ask something earlier. It's about the shower.
Yes.
Because I have such a strong relationship with shower, like almost as warming up or waking up, or like I have some discomforts in my body. So like taking a shower would make me feel like 30 years younger and ready to dance.
Yes. Yeah.
So I wonder how, I mean, sorry, I'm not suggesting anything, but I'm just wondering if, because it's just before you went actually to the studio, right?
Yeah. It's
I had I had a ballet teacher that would said, a hot shower isn't a proper warm-up. But this is great. But it's true. But sorry, Sarah. How was your shower this morning? Did it have a bodily warm-up for you?
No, sometimes it does, but this time it didn't. Now it was just like
practical,
pure getting ready because I didn't have time after I went to the studio to shower because I was getting on a train. So I wanted to at least wash my hair before I got on the train. So it was purely instrumental and like just to actually get clean. Yeah. After going on the walk and crawling around with the baby. So yeah. And but I can relate to that a lot because also sometimes there's, as you said, when you have discomfort in the body or you have sore muscles, like starting with a shower can like release something and at least do the the first like unlocking before you're before the you need to find the extremities. You like unlock some closer things that are tighter, and it makes it easier. So I can relate to what you're saying, Yari.
It's also actually when I was studying aerobics at the YMCA, they actually suggested that the shower is your first moment of mobilization. So you're starting to get the synovial fluid moving around the joints and things. It's so true. And if you think it's probably the first time we focus actively on our body after waking up often, I think.
Yeah.
At least
and
for
it's
me.
Also very, it's also very sensory, right? So it does something to your nerve system. Like it and I guess that's also why it calms some people with like MPF. It can be very calming to have a shower, or it could be overstimulating. So like it does something, and it also reaches places where you can't reach yourself naturally. Of course some people can touch everywhere, but it's still hard to like actually touch your back everywhere and like have that kind of sensation on your back and also the whole body at the same time. But
so
that's also interesting because I don't I love taking a bath also, but that has the opposite effect, I think. That's like an afterwards.
It's more
I can't
sedentary.
Start the day with a bath.
No, it's not, you're not mobilizing, you're not moving in the same way. It's more calming down. Also, you're having, but you're at these sisters a lot, so maybe it's not quite the thing of, I always enjoy having a shower at someone else's place because there's somehow, maybe I'm a bit careless and I'm like, oh, I get to make a mess and not worry about cleaning up.
It's also something very liberating about being naked at someone else's house, right?
That's true.
Yeah, it's like you're usually naked in your own home, and then you go to someone else's home and you get naked. It's like very liberating.
Yeah, I do it always when I go toilet. It's the first thing I do. I go to when I'm visiting my grandma's or anyone and take all my clothes off just to have done it. I'm joking. I don't.
I'm like, maybe I should just start doing this because of the liberating practice. Okay, you're putting ideas in my head, Peter.
we can coin it some sort of a new dance practice.
Imagine having like a little camera that you put up, and then you do it, and then you make like a collage with all being naked in different bathrooms.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's an installation.
You stay the same and change the bathroom change. I love that.
Yeah.
I was in the airport today, and I went into a cubicle to go to the bathroom, and I was struck by how in such a public space you actually have like quite a private space that you can put yourself in. I really noticed how I'd been with too many people and then I was alone. There was something really powerful about that moment, and I think it's similar, isn't it? Like when you're at someone else's house, like you have this ability to find your own space, privacy. And I feel like the nudity is maybe, it's not so much about being naked, but it's about you're permissible to go to places which you would only normally do with yourself, right? That are private somehow. Okay, so we're in the studio. We should try to move on.
Yeah. I got to the studio and I had this what do I call it? Like it was paper that you cover the floor with when you're like painting or decorating or doing something. You can cover the floor with this thin paper.
Yeah.
Almost like
decorating paper almost, yeah.
But like, yeah, so it's like almost
Usually
like the
brown.
outer, it's brown. And I taped a square that was 5 times 4 meters. And then I went to the art supply at Kulturskolan and grabbed crayons, coals, markers, and a scissor, and yeah, and I did the square and cut it up and taped it to the floor, and then I started the research. We're doing a summer intensive that's for children between 7 till 12 years, and it's dance and art. So they're having 1 hour of painting, 1 hour of dance, and then we're doing cross-disciplinary. So I had to try one of my ideas.
Of the disciplines.
Yeah. So I was painting with my whole body using dance movements.
Okay. You see, I thought, because going to the studio, I find is actually, it can be really tricky because it's such a luxurious thing to do. And then you get there and you have all this pressure to sort of like use the time wisely. And then I find I can get really overwhelmed. So I assumed you were going to be brainstorming or something to like get ideas, but no, this is actually material to dance with.
Yes.
In a way.
And I also have to try it and do it because, so for me to have the idea is not enough because I also have to know how to teach it. Yeah. And I won't know until I'm in the situation. What to think about, what I haven't been able to like förutspå, predict.
Oh yeah.
So it was a lot harder to hold markers with your feet than I was expecting. So that's the biggest problem right now. But I think we're just gonna cut markers and do crayons and coals.
Because then you can roll them a little bit, right? And smudge them with your feet.
Yes, and like I put them between my toes.
Okay.
And they're a lot softer than the markers that are in plastic markers. So they stayed, and they were also shorter, so they stayed between my toes. And then you could really like make patterns, and they could move along, which was a lot of fun. But it also hurts, so maybe the kids won't paint with their feet unless they want to.
But tell me, because when I have an idea and I'm doing this kind of like experimenting, researching, trying out, sometimes I get caught in the thing of like thinking too much about the future, and rather than like playing in it long enough to discover if there's something there that we could get to. How like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, are you giving yourself like the permission to just dance? Like, does it feel free, or are you really is it feeling very practical and like, okay, but would they be able to do this like with the markers and things like?
I think one thing that helps with that is having a limited amount of time, because then I can't think too much. And I just have to make the setup and then do it. And then the answers will come to me. So I try not to think so much. And it's going to occur to me anyway. I'm trying to trust that it's going to occur to me anyway. and I won't be able to predict everything like pedagogical anyway. So I try not to focus too hard on it. It's just like I need to do the playing to see if what and how we can get to things, and like the essence and the value of actually doing it. And sometimes I'm also like, maybe we just have to do it and try it, and then the result is whatever it is. But the focus is to keep it fun and playful, because I don't want to. That's why I'm teaching kids, because I want them to have a playful and fun, safe place to express themselves with dance. So, but it doesn't have to be happy, but it has to be fun.
Yeah.
They're allowed to be like angry or do a sad dance. Or
it's type of useful. Yeah. The time thing. So like, this is really interesting. I think, like, are you limited with time to this day, or is it like you're limited in time or in general, so to speak?
I think when you're teaching, you always feel like you don't have enough time to like prepare or construct or do anything. So you have to be like very practical. Otherwise you're gonna work yourself to death. But it's also, as you said, like being at the studio is such a luxury. So like, first of all, I feel super privileged to just have a studio that I can call and be like, hey, can I come over now or tomorrow morning? And they're like, yes. And then they just let me use it. No charge, no nothing. So first of all, that's amazing. And then I had 2 hours. So I had to make sure that I got to try everything within those 2 hours. And that helps that the time in the studio is limited. And focus on doing when I'm there.
Okay, so
sometimes I feel like when I book a studio for like an entire day, I spend a lot of it just sitting and not doing.
Yeah.
So then it's better to have restricted, for me, to have restricted time and then like
So how long were you in the studio? When did you finish? Like, what was the?
I was there at 12 and I finished at 2.
Okay.
So I started setting up at 12 and then I got out of the studio at 2.
And what are you doing now? Running to lunch? It's quite late for lunch. Or are you hungry after your cracker bread and
I was super hungry. But I was hungry, but I had a train to catch. So I grabbed 2 hot dogs on the way to the train. That was my lunch.
Were they 7-Eleven hot dogs or Pressbjörn, maybe?
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yes. That's also is it called an analogy that I say to my students? Like, you're when we roll on the floor, I'm like, like a hot dog at 7-Eleven. Roll around. It's my favorite. They always laugh and they all
analogy. Yeah. Like imagination.
Metaphor.
And so metaphor, yeah. So when you're in the 7-Eleven, are you feeling
I'm thinking about my students rolling like hot dogs. Yes. Very much.
I definitely would be this. I haven't done hot dog rolling. I'm going to call it that from now on. This is my name for it. I haven't done that in ages. I'm actually somewhere where there is a dance studio. I'm going to go and do that immediately after when we're finished.
I love that. Also, it's really nice to do it like this, but it's also nice to do it with your hands here. To like
get arms stretched out as well as tucked in.
Yes.
Yes. I've been performing a hot dog last week, and I'll do it again this weekend. So, and every time I'm on stage and this is and turning, and I'm like, oh, should I open my and up or not? So yeah, I had the same questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you
But I
say you're
also think that
performing
it's
as a hot
maybe
dog, Yari?
No,
Sorry.
I'm not performing as a hot dog, but I have a choreography where I perform and suddenly there is a rolling moment.
Ah, okay,
And it's
okay.
quite slow also, or
Yeah.
fast, but it's very clear turning hot dog.
But I
yeah.
was really like, what a
And then I
coincidence that Yali
Yes.
is dancing hot dogs and Sarah is
it
eating
could
hot dogs.
Yes,
it
eating
certainly
hot dogs.
could be. I mean, it's Sicily.
I mean, it's the synchronicity. The universe definitely had
Yeah,
this in mind.
we're all dancing the same dance wherever we
Yes,
are. Maybe that's
we're
what this
hot dogs.
podcast is about.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So did you make your train?
Mm. Yes, I did. And I even had time to finish the hot dogs before I got on the train. So
Were
I
you
sat in the sun with my two hot
Oh,
dogs.
nice.
And that was really nice. So I
This is
got
such
a
a
moment of,
Swedish thing, though. The standing in the sun, the sort of the feeling of it, the body of it. Do you recognize this, Yari, from Italy at all, or do you feel this is quite Swedish? This, yeah, soaking the sun, right? Sitting, opening the thyroid gland.
yes, and the chin goes
Yeah.
up and you close your eyes. Yes. Yeah, you can do it
Yeah,
sitting,
no,
standing.
this position, I don't think is really. It's very specific Swedish, I feel.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Also
or
because
maybe
the sun in
Scandinavian.
Sweden, yeah, or also because the sun here has also other trajectories. I mean, in Italy,
Mm,
you know, if you really want to take sun, then you lay down. You know what I mean? But then you
Yeah,
take the sun because the sun is up
yeah,
in Italy.
yeah,
Where in Sweden, the tendency of the sun is to be in front,
that's true.
either
yeah,
very little during the winter or all the time during the summer.
exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
I also
Okay,
think that's why we do it, because we don't see it for half of the year. And then when it comes out, you
of
remember what
course.
it's like to be living, not just surviving.
And it's actually a shame we don't do more dances for the sun, actually in sun. I
Mm,
suppose
yeah.
we are so used to trying to create dances that don't rely on something external, that it has a replicability that you can do it again and again. So we would have to replace it with like a spotlight or something, which is just not the same.
Mm,
Although spotlights
mm,
are fun to stand in front of and be
yeah.
blinded by. But that would be so nice. Like you do a performance and it's like, no, the weather is not right. We have to have like,
We need to do it another day.
and maybe time of year, the angle is too high. You have to lie down
Yeah.
now, and so the dance doesn't work.
Yeah. We
I'm
should do
sure
this. Can we
someone
do
did
this?
it. I'm sure
I
someone
don't
did it.
care
I
if
mean, there
someone did
is.
it. We should do it.
Yeah, we do it again and
But
again.
what I mean is that that there is a lot of performances in August in Stockholm, for example, with Park Theater,
Mm,
Mm,
and I feel although it's in other places, festivals in summer are much more.
mm,
yeah.
It's very normal to have open air festival,
yeah,
but I do feel
Yeah.
like those amphitheaters of Stockholm are very so present also in the winter. They are there. They don't
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
okay, we've been
So
recording
they
for almost an hour and we need to get to the end of the day.
Okay.
okay. Let's go until the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, nice.
I caught the train, and on the train there was not much dancing, but there was a lot of thinking about dancing,
Yes.
and thinking about going to Iceland and presenting our workshop. And since it was such a lovely way to wake up, I also had to celebrate that I got the grant. So I met up with my friend and then we celebrated.
This
Because I
is
think we need to
on the train, after the train.
no, after the train.
Yeah.
After the train. At the train was in Stockholm at 6:20, and then I met her at 7.
Oh gosh, so you were on the train for 6 hours.
No, for 4 hours. From 2:30.
Sorry, you went into the studio at 12.
Yes.
I need to write down the times. That's okay.
Maybe I should have sent you my list.
Yeah, but 4 hours is still that's a long train trip.
Yeah, it's usually 3.5 hours, but it was a little bit delayed. But I'm so used to going this particular
line, I guess.
Yeah. So for me, it's also sometimes I work when I sit there. I do like planning or I do reading and listen to music and stuff. So it's also a way for me to get alone time, even though I'm with a lot of other people. It's
And so, do you feel quite positive about dance at the moment? Because sometimes I find like if maybe I hadn't had a grant sort of accepted in the morning, I might by this point of the day be like, I need to think about something else. I've just been you're on the high somehow, maybe.
Yes. I think for most of January and February, I was very tired with dance and unmotivated. But then it's also like I have this happy pill with my students. So I'm exhausted with it. I don't want to produce. I was applying for all of these grants and I wrote my application so many times. I was like, I don't even believe in this anymore. And like, why am I doing? I should maybe just quit. I was exhausted. And then when I see my students for that 1 hour, or like, it's also a specific group, of course, that I'm thinking about, because they always give so much back to me. And their joy for dance is infectious. So I always feel like, for January and February, I felt really, really tired going into the studio to see them. And I was like, I don't even know if I can pull this off. And then they have so much joy and they're such amazing humans. And also little artists.
Yes. It's an odd thing as a teacher, isn't it? Because dance is so communal. It's really about the relationships between people and that we spur each other on. And yet as a dancer, you are quite solitary until these moments where actually there's a little bit of a leveling out and the dance is shared somehow, and it can be reciprocal rather than all in the head in a way.
I often feel very alone in dance, and that's also something that's been holding me back a lot, like with my ideas and executing my ideas, because I don't like doing things alone. That's why I love dancing, because I love doing things and exploring and expressing together. But I'm starting to, like, recently I'm starting to find ways so that I don't feel as alone. And one of the things is doing the thing I want to do earlier, even before I have someone to do it with. Like, that attracts people to do it.
That's why Yari is here.
Sorry, that's why.
Yari is here.
Yeah.
He's my comfort blanket.
I love that. You and I have that in common, Yari. I'm also the emotional support animal for some of my friends.
Wow.
I've even been listed as the emotional support animal. Yeah. 3 years in a row at Pride, I was listed as the emotional support animal for.
I was
my
only
family.
joking, but maybe we can get some funding for this.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes. I
Mm.
mean, there is always funding also for dancers somehow.
Do you consent,
Yeah.
So
Yari?
I made
This is the question we should be asking. Do you consent?
Yeah. Yes.
I consent.
Exactly. I think maybe we got consent in the finger dance.
This was very beautiful. Yeah, for the listeners, we're still dwelling on the yesterday in our dancing, which we started before we came together. And it's so nice. I feel like I'm getting closer to Sarah, your day. It's really beautiful. Okay, so you were with your friend, and maybe they were your emotional support animal this time.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
how
like
was it?
I think, or yeah, actually, I don't know if she consents on that epithet, but I think she wouldn't mind. She's a social worker, so maybe that was also her job. No, I'm just kidding. She was doing her job.
So tell me.
I mean, it was a celebration also.
Yes.
It was a dance for celebrating.
Yes, it was really that. So it was joyful.
But tell me, you ate during this meeting.
Yes, we had we ate at what's it called?
Not 7-Eleven again.
It's like a falafel. No, it was like a falafel place. But first we actually had a drink and then we went to eat.
Ah, nice. Oh, so there was drinks before. So you went to a bar or?
Yes.
What drink did you have? Can I ask?
I had a tequila gimlet.
Wow. It was real celebration. Tequila.
Yes. Woo.
There was some music. Was there some music?
Yes, but I probably didn't recognize any of it at the bar. But there was music at the bar.
Was it instrumental or you just can't remember? It was instrumental.
It was instrumental. Maybe all of it wasn't, but it was also very loud, so you couldn't really hear it. But I also don't remember it. Really. I was also mostly listening to my friend because she had a lot of great stories to tell also.
From the social work?
Not from the social work, but from like
life.
She's from life, and she also is doing her defending her thesis tomorrow, I think. So she was telling me about the process of that.
Oh wow!
It was interesting to hear it.
And what was her thesis in? Can we ask?
Yes, she has spent some of her time during her studies in Amsterdam at a harm reduction center, which works with like, they can, if you're an addict, you can swap your syringes to new ones, and they also have safe places for you to go and take drugs, and also test your drugs to see that it's actually what you think you have bought and stuff. And she did like, they investigated like the difference between how that type of work is like seen and valued from the nurses and the people that work with it in the Netherlands, and then she did the equal study here in Sweden. So we don't work with harm reduction actively as a theory, and that's problematic because we use their methods, but we don't accept it as a as an actual theory.
Mhm.
And it's yeah. So then she compared how the people working in it sees how they get supported in that work
Wow.
from Socialstyrelsen. And yeah,
This is such a
that's
full
very interesting.
day. Yeah, with
Yeah.
meaningful work. Your work around consent is getting supported. You're able to spend
Yeah.
time with it. You're connecting with your younger relatives. Wow.
Yes.
And then this. Great. So we're eating
Yes.
falafel.
Yes.
Falafel
And then the sun
rulla,
went down.
tallrika. Oh, then the sun went down.
Falafel tallrik with
Yes.
the pommes.
Pommes frites with chips in
Yes,
English,
pommes
or
Yes.
fries in American.
Crisps.
Nice.
Yes. Mm.
And then the sun went down.
Yeah, and the moon came out, and there was a lot of stars, and it was beautiful.
Aha. Were you outside or were you eating inside? When did you see that? When did you notice this?
We were eating inside, but then we took a walk before we parted ways, and then I saw it. And then I took the same route again after saying goodbye to her. I went the same way because I live near the water, and there's not as much light pollution by the water, so the mood was super beautiful. There was supposed to be, or there was a meteor shower yesterday also, but I didn't see any of it. But I saw the moon and the stars.
So this is almost like a cool down for your day. A slow walk by the water.
Yeah.
I love that sensation in the body as the day sort of, it has its own dramaturgy, and there's a real mode and feeling to that. A little bit like the shower.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was kind of cold also. When the sun disappeared, it got really cold. So I was also a little bit like, but I also, it was a nice way of coming down from a busy but happy day.
Okay, so then you get home, and is it straight to bed? Shower, maybe?
No. Yeah, but yes, I took a shower, but I did not go straight to bed.
10
I was
hours.
like, am I gonna tell this part of my day? Yes, I am. But then I actually stayed awake until after midnight.
Wow. Because what time did you get home?
I was waiting.
What time did the sun set?
I got home like at 11 probably. But then I stayed awake until 2:30.
And who were you waiting for, or what were you waiting for?
I was waiting for a person I'm dating to get home from the airport.
Oh, that's so romantic. You stayed up.
Disgusting. But I love it.
But you don't need to tell us the disgusting parts.
No, not like that. It's just because when it's cheesy in that way, it's just like, you know, like,
I know.
But
I think we should treasure these things as well. There's a reason they're cheesy, because they're extremely beautiful. No, that sounds so cheesy.
I love being cheesy.
So what did you do while you waited? You watched lots of rom-coms, or?
I took a shower, and then I unpacked my bag because I still hadn't done that, because there was so little time between when I got home and when I met up with my friend. And then I did like my night routine, like took my medication and like all of these things.
Brushed your teeth.
And then I watched one episode. I don't really comb my hair though, but I brush my teeth I did, and cleaned my face.
And wait, what did you watch?
Ointment and stuff.
Ah, nice. I said there's a real care for
yeah.
the body at this time of night. That's nice.
Yes, and I also have to do it because I have a skin disease. So I do it every night. Yeah. So, but it's also a really nice way to like settle down and move into or transition to going to bed, I think.
I've started having to do
I like
to do physio exercises every day. And of course it's like it's so like, oh God, I can't be bothered. But every time I do it, it's like getting a small opportunity to be in the presence of my body, and I'm always grateful for it. So I don't know. It's funny, isn't it? Those little things that are necessary for our like aging bodies and stuff.
Yeah. I actually just stopped doing my physical therapy because I think I don't need it anymore. But I think I actually need it because I need to put more pressure. Actually, I need to do
different things.
Therapy, I think. Yeah. And with more weight and stuff. But that's also
not
like
today.
Because no, not today. maybe in a week or in a month I'm gonna start. We'll see. But it's like sometimes I also try to think that I don't always have to invest so much in it.
Yeah.
But the hard part with physical therapy is when you work with your body and it starts hurting or when you're in pain, it becomes very immediate and heavy and very emotional when you can't do the things you're used to and stuff. So it gets very not laddat, but like you attach a lot of meaning to it when you get like the physical therapy to do. Then it's the thing that carries this whole solution. But and then it got harder for me to do it, or I got anxious to do it. And then I just decided one day that I'm just going to do it and not feel so much about it.
Yeah.
And that helped me. And then it became that, like a minute for myself to just sit with me and invest in me also. But, yeah.
Okay. What are you watching?
I watched a series called This Is Us. I listened to this podcast called Kulturråden. They stopped now, but it's a great podcast. It's in Swedish, but I like it. They help people with their problems and dilemmas by delivering culture or art.
Nice.
And they listed this series, and it has a lot of seasons, and it's like it's very American in a way, but it's not like Hallmark American. So it's also like easy to digest. Things happen. It makes me reflect about things. So yeah.
So you were watching the TV series because you'd heard it on the podcast.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's like.
So was it the first?
It's not hard to
time,
follow if you miss something. No, I'm on like season 3 now or something.
Okay.
So you follow.
And then all of a sudden.
The TV series with the podcast that is following it along as well. They're like.
No. No, they just listed it in one of their episodes, and then I picked it up, and then when I don't know what to watch, I put on this, and I can do stuff at the same time, or like just actually watch it. It's easy to follow even if you zone out for a bit. Or
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they've arrived.
Yes.
And is it straight to bed, or is there time to say hello? Are they tired?
No, we had
from their flight?
They were exhausted because the flight was delayed.
Oh.
So yeah, poor thing. But we did chat for a little bit, and then we went to bed.
Yeah, you have
And
to
fell
share
asleep,
your
like-
great news. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
So you don't remember falling asleep. What position you were in? Arabesque. That's how I tend to sleep.
Definitely arabesque. No, I do passe on my stomach and my arms underneath my
Aha.
pillow like this. That's what
And
I
you-
wow.
usually. I fall
You were
asleep like
lying head first, belly down.
that.
Wow.
Belly down.
Well, thank you so much
No,
for
but
sharing your
not
day.
this time. But thank you.
Such a
I have a
pleasure.
question about the day. I have one question, sorry.
Please, Yari.
I just wonder if there is something that you feel like, because I mean, you knew that today you had we would meet, and then I'm sure, I mean, I wonder how was the relationship of knowing that somehow dance was on the focus, and so how you filter, but then also if you really feel like, oh, there is something that without the task of kind of seeing where is dance in your day or how is your day or in relation to dance, suddenly you would have missed.
Great question.
Mm,
Tricky question.
I think, yeah, I think I remember when you sent me the email and you were like, we're gonna talk about your day and what you did, and don't adjust it for this occasion. And that was really hard not to do. But then I had a full day planned already when we decided to do this date. So I was like, it's gonna be fine. But then it changed, and I was like, I'm still not gonna like make something up just because I'm gonna do this with you. Because I was like, I need to trust. I trust both of you so much that I was giving the control to you. But then then I was also like, but I really, really want to do this research with the papers and the crayons. So it's like, I'm just gonna do it because I feel excited about this. And I probably would have done it no matter what because I was so excited to do it. But I was also like, am I gonna take pictures of what I did and document my day? And then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that either because I already take a lot of pictures and document my day all day, every day anyway. But
I mean,
a typical Wednesday for me can also be just like waking up, playing with the baby, and then catching the train to Stockholm. So it also could have been just like no time in the studio, and also a day of reset for me, which is also important. So I already had reflected about that being a part of it also. So it might have, it could have been that type of day also.
This is a great start to this series we're trying to do, and like really an amazing day to start by receiving
a grant
to be doing like such amazing research and then have the opportunity to go into a studio. Like, what a magical day. And then the walk in the dark by the water, and then like the mysterious partner arriving in the middle of the night. There's something magical about the day. Like, yeah.
And also getting to fall asleep next to someone you like is like the best thing.
Yes. All right. Let's dance with everything that happened yesterday and everything we've been with, and see where our dance is now. So thank you so much, and we will just dance our way out and end in silence.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mhm.